so I did upload yesterday on my thoughts on Liv's life and Jared, and there were some young ladies who made some very interesting comments, and one of those comments really stood out to me because the young lady said that in the past, a lot of the women in Liv's audience tried to warn her about Jared and some of the things they were going through. And she said in the past, Liv just blew them off and suggested that they were only warning her based on some form of jealousy or envy. And it made me think about a live stream I did a few months ago on my other channel on jealousy and envy. It was a requested video. And I'll leave the link in the description area because my perspective on it was a little bit different. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some jealous and envious people in this world. And I'll tell you, one of the most dangerous things you can do is keep yourself around a person who envies you or one who's jealous of you, because those people mean you nothing but harm. So you have to run away from them as soon as you sense that that's the place they're coming from. What I talked about in my live stream is the fact that some women will use jealousy and envy as a weapon against other women. And so what I mean is you might be addressing a valid concern, right? But instead of people hearing you out or understanding where you come from, they'll say, well, you're just saying this because you're jealous or because you're envious. And one thing I've noticed about a lot of us as Black women is sometimes when we have difficulty maintaining friendships with other Black women, one of the first things we'll say is, well, I can't be friends with other women because most women are jealous. And it's like, okay, you're the common denominator in every situation that you're in. So if all of your friendships with women fall apart, the problem is not with every other woman that you've come across. The problem is with you. Either you're really bad at judging people's character and picking friends, or there's something about the way that you act in those friendships that causes people to turn away from you. Okay? So I always wonder why, as women, we don't value opinions and advice from each other. And I especially notice that with us as Black women. A Black woman can have a channel saying exactly the same things as some Black men on here say, and that woman will be called hateful. She'll be called evil. She'll be called an enemy to other Black women. You know, you got people all over social media suggesting that divestment is hateful. But these are the same people that co-sign some of the Black men whose entire platforms are based on bashing Black women every single day. Every upload is them talking about the worst examples amongst us, how much they hate Black women. I mean, it's a daily thing, but most of the vitriol that Black women will have will be against other Black women. And so I just learned a long time ago that, as unfortunate as it is, it generally doesn't pay to give other women advice or suggestions, because their automatic assumption is going to be, oh, well, you're saying this because you're jealous. And it's like, no, girl, you sitting here telling everybody that this man has cheated on you left and right. You sitting here telling everybody that this man has abused you, whether it's been physical, emotionally, or financially. You're sitting here telling everybody that this man has slept with your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, that he tried to sleep with your mama, your auntie, your brother. Okay? You sitting here telling us that this man has disrespected you in every way possible. But then when another black woman comes along and says, hey, sis, you don't have to accept this. You're better than this. You can walk away from this and rebuild your life without surrounding yourself with someone who is an abuser. It's, oh, you're jealous, you're bitter, you're just saying that because yada yada. And it's like, okay, do these people ever look at their situations and realize that there's really nothing about the situation for people to envy? And it's just, I just wonder how many black women are gonna have to go through this bullshit, man. How many of y'all gonna have to be with these dudes that's running you through the mud? These niggas are dog walking the fuck out of you, having kids with you, leaving you alone. The relationships don't work out and they not helping you financially. You're being abused and people are trying to help you leave. Like, how many are going to have to go through this? And see, this is why there are some black women who support divestment, because we just feel like it doesn't pay to try to prevent people from going through the shit that Liv is going through. It doesn't pay, it doesn't help. And when I say pay, I don't mean financially, but there's no emotional, mental, or spiritual benefit from it, because anytime you're the person that's like waving the caution flag, you will be the most hated, because people don't want to like look at themselves. You know, people don't want to do the work. People don't want to leave a situation that they're emotionally connected to. So it becomes easier to pass all of that emotional damage onto the people that are trying to help you get out of it. You take the abuse and hurt from the relationship, you turn it into hatred, and you direct it at another source, which is the person that's trying to warn you. And all I'm saying is this: if you're telling people that you're going through a bad situation, and based on you telling people that, those people look at you and then say, maybe you need to get out of it, you don't have to be in this situation, your automatic response should not be to assume that those people are jealous. You should be rationally thinking to yourself, well, this person is responding to me in this way based on what I've told them I'm going through. Because please understand something. Y'all gonna have to learn this one day, and maybe you just gotta learn it through experience. When people make suggestions to you to stay in situations that do not benefit you, those are the people that you need to watch. The people that watch the train wreck and just sit there with their popcorn and their soda and watch it because they're entertained, those are the people who don't care about you. Those are the people who are jealous because they're witnessing your destruction and they're encouraging it. People trying to talk you out of doing something that's frankly dumb and gonna get you fucked up, those people are telling you because they care enough to not want to witness your demise. They're not jealous. When you going through bullshit and you being abused, you being cheated on, nobody's jealous of that type of relationship. Nobody is. Understand this, and I hope you learn it at a young age. If you're telling people about some bullshit that you're going through and they encourage you to continue it, those people don't care about you. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to talk to y'all soon.